destroyer, the completely perfect and fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, supreme guide of human beings to be teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer and the shatterer. I prostrate and make offerings in your behalf. The founder, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the one God the all-perfect destroyer, the completely perfect and fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, surrounded by the glory of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be teacher of gods and human beings, to you the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer and the shatterer, I prostrate and make offerings in your behalf. Where no supreme amongst human form is found, you paced out 7 strides and said, I am supremely destroyed. To you who are wise then, I prostrate. With pure bodies formed supremely pure, wisdom ocean, judgment mountain, fame and place and supreme gods, with no you I prostrate. With supreme sight, insight, multitude, color like gold, you I prostrate. Lustrous like you, supreme lords of love, incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Saviour having great compassion, the Founder having all understanding, the field of miracles, qualities, manifestation, to you who are God of blessedness, I prostrate. The purity that frees one from punishment, the virtue that frees one from the doorways, the blind path that sublime road, to the Dharma that pacifies, I prostrate. Those who are liberated and also show the path of liberation, the holy field qualified with realization, the motivated with the law of reason, to you the sublime communion of being, virtue, I prostrate. Homage to the supreme Buddha, homage to the Father Brahma, homage to the great Sangha, to all three Mahavatas, to all worthy of respect, bowing gods, minions, all realms atoms and all aspects, with supreme faith, right thinking, do not commit any injurious actions, perform only perfect virtuous actions, subdue the mind and body, listen to teaching of the Buddha. A star, a visual aberration, a flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud, see conditioned things as such. Through these nerves may sentient beings attain the rank of all seeing, subdue the 12 faults and be delivered from samsarization, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness and death. The patronage deign for the heart of perfection of Wisdom Sutra. I prostrate to the Arya triple gem. Thus did I hear at one time the Bhagavan was dwelling on massive Lotus mountain in Rajragiya, together with a great community of monks and a great community of bodhisattvas. At that time the Bhagavan was absorbed in the concentration on the categories of phenomena called profound perfection. Also at that time the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara looked upon the very practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, and beheld those 5 aggregates also as the true profound perfection. Then he with power further, the Venerable Sri Rupa said this to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara. How should any son of the living create perfection in the practice yet to develop the profound perfection of wisdom? He said that when the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara said this to the Venerable Shakyamuni, Shakyamuni then expounded the eightfold qualities of energy, who wishes to practice the activity of the profound perfection of wisdom should look upon it like this: retroactively perfect those 5 aggregates also as empirical perfection. Form is empty, emptiness is form, emptiness is not object, form is also not non-emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, composition, practice, and promising sutra, archive, form and knowledge are emptiness. Without merit or receipt, trees, monkeys, strangers, objects, names, objects of being not fulfilled. Therefore, without merit or emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no composition, practice, or promise, no archive, no composition, no knowledge of any kind, no visual form, no sound, no color, no taste, no object of touch, and no quality. There is no I element, and so on, consequently no I element, and consciousness, so on. There is no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, and so on, consequently no extinction of death, and no extinction of aging and death. Similarly, there is no suffering, no nature,
Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the mantra equal to the unequal, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering, should be known as a truth, since it is not false. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is declared, Kayata, Gate, Gate, Karagate, Karasangate, Bodhisoha. Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, should trade in the profound perfection of wisdom like that. Then the Bhagavan arose from that concentration and commended the Bodhisattva Arya Avalokiteshvara, saying, well said, son of the lineage, it is like that, it is like that. One should practice a profound perfection of wisdom just as you have indicated. Even the Tathagatas rejoiced. The Bhagavan having thus spoken, the Venerable Shariputra, the Bodhisattva Mahasattva Arya Avalokiteshvara, those surrounding in their entirety along with the world of gods, humans, asuras, and Gandharvas, were overjoyed and highly praised that spoken by the Bhagavan. To page 25 for the short mandala.
Opening together. Guru Ratna Mandala Paniriyataya Lonje Chedan Soji Chonan Chancho Bado Dani Chapsu Che Tage Chejen Jibe Sonam Je Dora Benje Sanje Zanje Chedan Soji Chonan Chancho Bado Dani Chapsu Chejen Jibe Sonam Je Dora Benje Sanje Drupa Sanje Chedan Soji Chonan Chancho Bado Dani Chapsu Tage Chejen Jibe Sonam Je Dora Benje Sanje Drupa Bangada Zanye Zame Dao Bame Shirin Damishin and Denze Godam de la Chazelo. Donye Jason de Juvenal, Chijason de Vajetinjo. Chana Vema Denze Jason, so the Zoshan de Lento, Bandin la Maramosh. Tage Jura Benden de Jane, Godin Jimmy Jason de Gozanto, Young do so. Oh, that's how much of what the Lila Dani. During on the Sela Tembe Lojong. Di ta shobe nganzu mancha ni gom jak sro ya shobe gom jak ani ningung ni kese de shevi nara.
Good morning to everyone. Today's course is mind training pertaining to food. I thought in the morning sessions to do mostly meditations and in the afternoon sessions to give input teachings.
다 당봉에서 꿀론 꾸미하고 싶어와 꿀론
No.
네 드리네체 드링이 다 로종스에 디 거월 로종 최퇴야디네 수수지구에 탄다 많이 벌어와 아니 란라 거딘체베 다 셈지 응스 되어야 된죠 단당응스 되어야 된죠 디네다 주네 되어야 된죠 다 주네지나 셈지 먼저 탐제다 되어야 냐냐레스로
Yeah.
제단도 상말이야 아니 직 펜토약 제등에디 아니 드린 녀야당 신야당 공자야데 지기 선배원의 군노 내지 군노 대스 군노도 공자되거나 민마 좀 되는 데 좀제 공자나 네 군노디 숙차용 이르시여라.
Today, the motivation should be that we are going to listen to these mind training teachings, not just for one's own benefit, but for kind sentient beings, both those beings you have a direct connection with and those that you have an indirect connection with. In fact, we do have a connection with all living beings. So in order to benefit them, think that one will hear, reflect, and meditate on this teaching for their benefit. And it is good when you motivate to gently close your eyes, then your motivation has more potency.
아예 다 가오금 들어와 단당한 줄 신병이 다 셈. 신라 편도지 셈버. 신병이 셈사야 돼. 하자 누가 첨부. 다 뒤중한 저 그래서 나서야 돼. 삼로 쉽지 코인 것도 다 들이. 다야 신이 삼로 코인 인자 디셈버데. 아니 누가 첨부 쉽지 인자 된대게 셈. 아니 누가 첨부지 단단한 줄이 요 텐제. 네, 가와곰지. 다 연애 요를 단단한 거는 제어라.
Yeah. Now we should rejoice that we have a mind that thinks to benefit others, the beneficial intention. This mind has tremendous power. Normally, we're just fixating on the notion of I. Today, however, we want to have an other-oriented approach. So that recognize that potency as potency, and we have it because we have motivated it. Rejoice in that.
야, 셈나 가와곰이야 딘데 삼다나야 버다 들이. 양다 딜로죠. 다 그런 저는 고만연이 가담 기시 롬된 버스데 다 드럽 이제 주와 죽직 나도 말아. 중된요. 다 딘데지기네. 냠내진이기 다 지기 랍자 된다. 단단한서 드링된데지 투기 중하대요. 다 그거 배우러 하네. 이 삼제야 대가 곰나에 줌젠된데 삼단. 지가 곰도나에 배하고 요래서.
Naru. We can also reflect on this reason to rejoice. Today, we have come across the mind training teaching from the master, Tromtompa, we may not have heard before, sourced from about the 10th or 11th century, and the practice and advice of which today we have the opportunity to listen to. Rejoice in that as well, recognize that.
야 산산라 드링데 베남시 배우도록. 아 니마야고도 스냐 딘데 삼노 단단거스 남시에고요 데 삼다자 데데는다 니마 기부시도 하나베 아니 기부시진 삼딘데 삼다네 야 야고요레스로 줌젠데 산산라 줌젠 지 렐하고든데 수심리야 가발리야라 벤도 용고레스로.
And we can think, today is good weather. The sun's out. It's kind of happy weather. I'm happy. So it's an easy thing to recognize. And just that easy thing to recognize can bring the mind joy.
다 셈나라 대베네주다 다 만데 태용도로 만자 대베네주 간 태용고래 딘디다 될라 당도 우주 공잡제로 당고 우두세 당고 수수 우릉지 추당 우릉지 파당 데시 딘데세 곰디스 잡시아스로
Islam mik sumna ya karbe.
miktum나 야고를 될
Tangpo. So the mind has lots of discursive thought, and most of it is about the past, isn't it? So to reduce that, we're going to do breathing awareness meditation. So first, just be gently aware of inhalation and exhalation. Just recognize that.
다 옥수 태양데 누가 사거든요. 우파 단들이야. 단다 지 심랑암다다 수보나자다 다스 심나라 마지바다 강에다 스트레스로다 anxiety depression 가래 이나 어디서 파니 바 텐션 진로 단다 심나라 망보지 대외는지 망보지 태양도 두두 상무 주 텐제 다다다 양데 누가 도가도 파 텐션 텐제도 세 대세양 곰대스 중물 dembe 곰대스 자도나 야고 요레스.
So now, training with the breath, when you inhale, fresh potency comes, and when you exhale, any kind of mental worries you have, or physical sickness, any stress, anxiety, depression, is dispelled. So all of those thoughts of the past let go out.
다 단도 직sem나라 마지바다 남다다 마데오로지 대용도로 대그레스다. 이나 대야 양장도 옥중 검잡이 다 단데 배 진럽 상단지로 바된 거죠. 네디 배 진럽 첨부해서 배정은 다 뉴질랜드 나네 네디 삼라야고다나 진럽 치슈로 차대요. 금세 직딘다 디나라 벨라마 자침보 겨울무 친다다 지 저베다 라마 망고 쉬어지 페이지 친이라요. 이바데네 디나라 당아제 티징 베데다 최자 치링 체제 쉬어지다. 베나 쉬어지 때는 최셰인 최게 다데 먼저 티링단 투베이나 다게 랍디 탄다 데어식도로
Yeah.
랍디 제단 디게 랍디 아니 낭베시는 진랍세다 어디로 디 뉴베도게네 수수기 심 류기 마데와다 심 마지와도 파 스르기 너제 대도 파 메르스제 무슨 권나라야지 수부대와다 심나라야지 디기요야디 일레온데 진럽세야데 어딜라고 여러 진럽세야데 시진바와세데네 주주 개와세단 지위기 뉴바디 또게 수수 류레 직대와지야다 심라 대와지야다 근데 용데 안디 진럽세야 고된데 테레스 제가 디인데 다른 나고나네야 우수 대운데 된데게 진럽로 와 고송도 된다 된데게 ane lama mo pewe ki di chin lab dang hawar di chwe mongbo shewe dage lab tazu tanda de 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 winza ane de su na gu na la chu ten te ten ba de to gun nyoba de to gun ane tangi ki sim na la ma de wa na lu ma ji wa chi yu den je changma pa ten song ten je ro ba sir ten song ten tu de si shi kom de si jab shi as de le mi zum na ya go yo mi zum sha na ya go yo
While we are keeping our eyes closed, again, breathing, being aware of breathing, and in the present moment, we still might have thoughts that make us ill at ease or upset. But it's good to think on the blessings of this place we are in. In New Zealand, this is one of the most blessed, if not the most blessed place, in that many great beings have taught here. His Holiness the Dalai Lama and a lot of other lamas have taught here. Secondly, the teachings that have been given here are great and extensive, the sound of which remains kind of more like on a reality level of the waves of this sound. And from the point of view of Buddha Dharma, these blessings have tremendous power. And as you inhale, imagine that due to that power, any physical defects of body or upsettedness of mind is outshone. So that one actually gets well-being of body and mind. Chinlap, this means one's body and mind become like magnificent. And this is the blessings of the enlightened beings as well. Remembering then essentially that the blessings come from the qualities of holy body, speech, and mind, and secondly, the sound of the teaching. So as you breathe in the nostrils, the potency is inhaled, and as you breathe out, any sense of being ill at ease and defects of body, mentally and physically, are dispelled. Gently close the eyes.
다 수부야 배 대오차 셈바야 짱마차로 좀 몇바치 그래 들어가다.
To think now, the body is blissful, the mind is clear, have strong conviction in that.
당저 우중을 dembe komje ta del mi ya da mi na zel ma ke ba tong bo de na su gu de dan chans de dan ta gran re da mi se la wa mi do de ne da u de se da zo sim no da ma de ten da ya ro kom du se su gu de kha ga de 아니 셈나라다 근데 대응으로 남도 다데 더나 채우 말해라 거라 대응 줘 거라 대응 다 면도 대응 다 면도 샤용 다 면도 셈나라 그 더나 마셔야지 다 그냥 그 셈나 내가 좀 먹으나나 그 배주도 거라 제산다 될래야 아니 우디데 조그단지로 셈나다 만 망부티나 우디에서 조그단 우디에서 조그단 아니 주당 파다 당고 시에베 제네로 당가 우추 당 당기 우릉부 다인 바 다르 우통하시 다죠 우통하서는 격스 다죠 격고 당바 간실래야 데추 당기요 파 당기요 데 시에베 제고요 하고와체 시에베 데 띵라네 당가점 내려 봐추당 파당 지 아니 다 저는 망부지 딱데 사니마다 데레윈자 하고 망부 잡사윈자 당부 숨 제버 숨 구차송아
Yeah.
굴레스나나 한 당고 뇨뇨지 브로 숨도 렐하보다 숨 아니 참샤 야 셈데 간데스도 다 셈 타다와 되고 시바 때와 크고 숨부지도나 다가나 시바 제 다게가나 데스데 야 셈나 남도다 마데 디바 가야 베즈마 쳬지 야야 우중 그 당가데 교로 당지야 당가가 지셔 등망아 숨지 잡는 정화 차서 야 정화 잡사서는 야 셈데 다다외 셈 시워디 간라 데스 카즈 데도고도 데 야셈난다 메르 태용으로 전부다가 양파 가야라 베즈마 제비 토나마 제비 양양자 우중기 당하접도 세위나 아니 두 세위나 아니 배야고요 다세 남도 가야 남도 가도야 당 심딜라야 셈 템보 차야 당 셈디 남도디 파가르데 수수티 semba majiwa da ngamda to tu samar ashu ge shiru ora jesan de tablam tanku de semba tembo soya ge tablam temba tembo soya ge tablam ane sem ge nyuba du su de ya ta be me se pe halewa mangwe yor jesan de indi tangzo ujung de me kom jagin dasro tango
Now, gently opening one's eyes, we're going to do counting the cycles of breath. So, gently focusing the eyes on the bridge of the nose. And the posture, you know. The posture should be upright. The mind has a lot of discursive thought, doesn't it? Even though the body might be still, but the mind is busy with mental constructs. Don't follow them, because appearances come a lot in the mind. Try to pay them no heed. But we need to set the mind to work. So watching the breath is the task. Previously, with the motivation, we did longer inhalations and exhalations, but now we shall do quicker ones, more shallow breaths, and just recognize breathing in, breathing out. We do the shorter breaths to stop the discursive thought. So those that have been here on the Sunday classes will know the system of beginning by watching inhalation and exhalation. That's one round. And we do that 3 times. And we do 3 cycles of those 3 rounds, making 9. At the end of the 9, we break and check the mind and see if there's peace and stillness. If yet still you are having discursive thought, then again begin to count the cycles. This time counting up to 5 rounds of inhalations and exhalations, 5 cycles. And we do those 5 cycles 3 times, making 15. At the end of 15, again, resting the mind in the peace of the present moment, not pushing the mind. If again we find it difficult to stay in the present moment, the peace of the present moment, again we count. So the benefits of this are that firstly, the thoughts become less, they stop. Secondly, the mind becomes stable. And thirdly, due to stopping the thoughts, any thoughts of being ill at ease are pacified. So this is the best method for mental stability.
はい、だ我们就下
So
说。
please follow that.
sim 다다워디가 네 돈나야고 요레스로 시와디가 더 곰데브디 sim 가고서 무엇도 다디 뭐에 심어두나 sim 다다워베나 단다 다 가르 구구요 디가는 심샤 지우게 아니 예수스 우게 그래 다 그래 요디 다치네 매우 그거 심부전 대가는 시에버시 대토비나 심 다다와가는 내도나 아니 뭐 내가 저로 시와대와 요레스로
Placing the mind single-pointedly in present moment, observing the peace and quiet of that is good. If you cannot, then be aware of the sounds of the birds or the sounds of one's breath. If you can be aware of just the quietness of mind in the present moment, that is pacifying the mind.
어디 다당보 먼저 디 우주 곰디 다처럼서 빼망부 자고래서 디 자위나니 셈디 데세 고베나는 줄레베서 뒤용은 셈베 칠로 전도 거라 틱내다 배 저와다 저런 망문이 내가 쉬고 치고래 내가 쉬도 밀레 되어 치고래 니 계제 쉬고래 아니 디들라서 한번 당으로 와다 가요 말아봐다 셈베 딘데가나 죽친제 아니 셈라 예수춘 티기오마 달래고야 많다더라 다인도 다 셈데 데들 흘러서야라다 데들 상상라다 저는 계속 그냥 내가 채워다 다른 쇼가 내가 채워 둔당 엄마 내가 채워 계제 쉬는데 채워도서 상상라지 파주 계제 쉬도 미 이모션 톤에 쉐어로 된데 돌아야로 된데 용구로 드즈 셈나라 타고 싶지 때제 나 가시에다 벨로 숨주로 십주 공기 내단데 단다 있는 셈나라냐 저 연구도 하면서 그래서 디파 매우서야게 탐랑 약쇼디 우주 원자야 됐다 잡지네 가야 됐다 탑시 약쇼지 그래 또 뒤에서 탐랑 뱀메시하고 요래서
It is good to train in breathing meditation a lot, because most of the time then we will be contained with our mind inside. Most of the time our minds are scattered outside, thinking about when we're going to work, who we're going to meet, and who we're going to talk to, and all of that. And because of all of that, we think on it. And okay, that's fine, but in that case, there's no rest in your mind. So it is important to be able to relax all of that. Because sometimes one is thinking about, what went on in the week past, or something that was said that can give rise to a condition of being upset. And then there are even cases where we hold on to things that happened way before, 3 or even 30, 40 years before, and we hold those. In order to pacify that, the best method is breathing meditation.
대단하네 쌤 탑탑람 망보지 왜가네 어서 단다 로종 만 트레이닝 라데다 쌤게 강에 세야게 탑람으로 와 상상라 쌤게 강에 들라 여야 탑시지 상상라 강에 코로나라 파 주야 탑시 만 트레이닝 날라 근데 로종 그냥래나 어딘데 숨고다라
Yeah, gishle tangdulen to drop shit vet.
당들렌 이거
Take on.
어서도 유나 리카시 차와단디 네 차와 바유그로 봐 독에 올라도 둘로 건지가
Yeah.
가시 차외길만 드셔라 케민도 어디다 그래 배디 만트레이닝 상상라 유
Okay.
상상라 파즈니 어딘데 지기요 그래서라
Now, particularly in the context of this, training the mind, in the whole purpose of the mind training is to move or to work with the problems, the difficulties in mind, And sometimes we can just do that by moving the mind, changing tack. But then sometimes we can actually go in to the problem. Similar to that, when it's raining, you might wear protective clothing so that the rain dissipates from the body, goes off, runs off. But then on the other hand, some people just go into the rain. Yeah?
제자디 로종 냠린라디 가두이네 그 두가 셈제 먼저 되게 마지워 찬장 건 삼당고요 뭐 로종 냠린 신이나 형코 수수이디 갱에 람디 키워와 콘도 람디 키워 되자 람디 키워 시당 람디 키워 써야 되는데 여러 가지죠 심리야 이제 마데와 마지와 숙침보 요도 셈ngo 송야라 편도 첨부 연구요.
Some people think mind training is just working with like negative things all the time, or things always have to be bad because we're mind training. It's not just about negative states. It is about when you face difficult conditions, when you face desirous attachment, when you face animosity, you have to work with it. So you work it into your path. So therefore, there's a method to use when the mind becomes upset.
네, 지난에 디 탑랑났다. 지 칼라사디 간데 삼다가 니구디 삼거나 콤바제디 삼는 밀을 깨지시디 컨디션. 단다디에 가서 셀 템버세드레도 제가 칼라사디 삼는 컨데 땅 거예요. 저 개침으로 칼라는 시우사고라 쇼괴 쇼저사고로 닝고 건다 칼라사고래 아니 바로 더 양지 갑도 세넥던데 사그래로 그래서 시우지 니샤지 나름 사야 동야 시주도 알아.
Yeah.
안 뒤지 삼로 단단지 야버지 요나야 편도 전부도 알아.
And these systems to train the mind are across the board methods for whatever we do. When we eat, when we sleep, when we walk. And this text, mind training pertaining to food, it's very important, isn't it? Because we tend to eat in the morning, lunch, and at night. And then on top of that, there are snacks. So in the course of one day, we eat and drink a lot. So it's good to know how to do, right?
칼라드 사먹으면은 내가 싫어 민두라 쇼핑도 말해. 띵거네서는 칼라 사먹고 있어.
So if you don't eat, there's not a lot to do. You don't have to go shopping.
No anything in supermarket, 칼라 사먹어 다시 간데 지금 내가 사는 거 못하게 해야 돼.
What's the method to not have to eat? I've thought about it a lot.
Yeah,
we'll dedicate the session now.
Page 31.